I am back from holidays in Korea. Who am I, you may be asking? Well, I'm Panic. Yay. At the Tesco. Yay. Before I went on holiday, in my last comms video, if you watch any of those, I said that I wasn't going to be doing any more comms. I'm not going to be commentating on Ultimate Racing League on a regular basis for the foreseeable. So what am I doing online? Well, I didn't say anything about doing live streams. I'm still going to live stream some of the races that I'm in. Can't live stream the Sunday ones because they need too much concentration, and I find it... You know what, I might actually experiment with it one time and just see whether it actually helps my focus, but I think it distracts me more than it actually helps me focus. Some of these live streams I felt like my focus did improve by actually just occasionally talking about my driving, because it got me thinking about my driving in real time. You know, stops my brain from switching off, which is important in some of these longer races. But anyway, it's been a weird intro, hasn't it? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to all of my Greek friends. I'm sure we'll have a few Greek viewers. Welcome to every other nationality. Hello Mum, hello Dad. Mum and Dad, if you're out there, stop phoning me when I'm on live streams. It's very annoying. I do tell you that when I'm on live streams and you still call me anyway. And then you keep calling me because I'm apparently not picking up the phone. So we've got Interlagos tonight in the GR2s, which is the series that I've been live streaming, obviously. We are a bit later tonight, starting the race. You notice that by now I would be halfway through qualifying at 5 minutes to 8, but we have just delayed qualifying by 15 minutes so that we can get more people to join us tonight. This bodes well, actually, the lap times I'm seeing on the board at the moment, because I know what my personal best lap time is. Interestingly, though, we don't seem to have the right fuel level. My best lap time is a 1:24.9 in these sort of conditions. You know what, before we go any further round, let's turn off that racing line, because I only have it on when I'm learning new tracks, which we've had a few of recently in URL, but I certainly don't need it for Interlagos, he says, as he deliberately goes wide there. I'll say it was deliberate. Let's just configure the car. We want a fair amount of rear brake bias. Yeah. We don't seem to be in qualifying conditions here, and I wonder if Enzo knows that. Yeah, qualifying should be on half a tank of fuel, but we're on a full tank. And how do I think it's going to go tonight? I have no idea. I mainly do these Tuesday races for fun. Just have a bit of midweek, or midweek? Tuesday is midweek fun. I will concentrate a bit now because I'm just getting warmed up here. That was okay, but I can go faster than that. Maybe just missing the turn-in just a little bit. What I don't like when I'm practicing is the leaderboard moving around a lot in front of me. I find it very distracting. This doesn't feel like a great lap. Oh. Bit of a snap there. It feels like an okay lap, but we'll see when we go over the line. but it'll be an interesting race. Strategy-wise, I've got a rough idea what I'm doing. It could go either way. Okay, didn't think it would be a great lap, and it wasn't. It was a kind of pedestrian lap. But what matters is qualifying. That's better. Really starting to attack the track now. That was a bit dodgy though. But oh, I'm quite a bit up though. Didn't quite put that final sector together. That was better. I think that was better. That's what I need to do in the race, I think. Yes. And that was good as well. Welcome viewers. I do go quiet through the middle sector because there's a lot of turns, they come at you fast. I'm not hooking up that final corner, but it felt maybe like it was better than the last lap. Keep left. Reduce the distance to the line. Yes! And I've got too excited and missed my braking point. But my personal best is a, well, look at my optimum, a 124.898. That is what I'd be aiming for in qualifying. Well, less than that because we'll have half the amount of fuel in qualifying. We will be going qualifying any minute now. It is 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, welcome to the live stream, ladies and gentlemen. 10 minutes of qualifying, then a 50-minute race is coming up. You know what, we haven't done this for a long time, but the unofficial drink of the race is Marks & Spencer's Sparkling Elderflower Press. Yeah, I've upgraded. It's a posh bottle, this. You could really hurt someone with this if you hit them over the head with it. Yes, I used to drink 7-Up during the races, but maybe this is the secret to that lap time, is to drink British Strawberry and Elderflower Press from Marks. Anyone who likes ASMR videos, turn the volume up now to hear me guzzling away at this this lovely drink. And we're just waiting for the guys to get going, I think. I'll just take a minute to say about the race strategy, because I never have time to do it during the race. I don't know what the strategy is. I have got a fancy Excel calculator. I've had a few minutes to type a few strategies into my calculator, and it gave me a strategy that would be great, but I don't know if it's actually possible. The strategy, it said, is to go Oh, hang on. 12, 12. Yeah, okay, hang on. That's why it's not possible, because I can't maths. Let me get... I'm going to get this open now. Yeah, that's why it's not possible. Is 12, 12. That's 29. Yeah, I can't do maths. If I do 12... I'm wondering, can I do 12 laps on the soft tyres? And then I would need to do... like 10 laps, maybe? No. Oh, yeah. 12 times 3 is 30. Yeah, okay. I understand now why... I was... Right, my strategy that I was going to go for was going to be 3 laps on the hard tyres, which is the minimum that you have to do, and then take 2 stints on softs. I don't think it's possible, because I don't think I can do enough laps on the softs. I'm just typing it in on my spreadsheet now. Even if I could do 16 laps on the soft tyres, it's not going to be faster than doing medium tyres than hard tyres. So that's what I'm going to do then. Right, changed my mind on my strategy. I'm glad I caught that, because I'd actually just typed in the wrong number of laps into my spreadsheet. That was why it was saying it was such a fast strategy, was because it was half the bloody race distance. I was thinking this is too good to be true. No, the strategy then is going to be medium tyres, take them as far as I can, bit of fuel saving, and then do as few laps as possible on the hard tyres. Because I don't know how far I can take the mediums or what the fuel save's going to be like, I'll do the medium stint first. And also just means then that I am just going to stay out and keep track position as well. I'd rather people have to work their asses off to get past me than for me to be the one like working my arse off to pass everyone else. This is a track where I think people will use the engine power and rev their cars out a little bit in race trim to make a pass. Yeah, it is always about fuel saving in these races due to the interesting way that URL works. Have I still got fastest lap, by the way? Let's just have a look if I'm still fastest in practice. I am still fastest in practice. Get in there. Yes, so what I was wittering on about whilst I don't know why we're not started yet, actually. Whether we're just waiting for someone else, I don't know. Because there is a group chat, but I'm not part of it because I'm on stream talking to you guys instead. Can't do both. I've totally lost my drift of what I was saying strategy-wise anyway. Oh yeah, we usually fuel save around here, around all these tracks, but passing people here, the only place to pass them is down the back straight, really, or down the first straight. Those are the only passing places. If you are behind someone who is on hard tyres through that middle sector, you might have a few difficulties getting past. So with that, with that in mind, people might be revving the cars out down the back straight to get past people who are on the hard tyres. That's what I was trying to say. I've made a ham sandwich out of that, haven't I? Trying to say that very simple point. Who have we got here tonight, anyway, in the lobby? Let's give a shout out to Manos and Panos. And there's another Panos, but he takes part in the League 2. So there's 2 Panoses and a Manos. Our Greek friends here. We haven't got Kevin, have we? That might be why we're waiting. That could be, because Kevin, the Lord Master of Speed himself, isn't here. Yeah, maybe that is the reason why we have got 12 of us, but we are going up to 16 people maximum. And I do expect to see Matty Alder around as well. Where's Matty? Because I saw him in the group chat, so he is definitely at his PlayStation. Who knows? Matty has been missing from our Sunday League for a number of weeks, but he likes Tuesdays, and he's quite good in these GR2s. Out of everyone on the grid, is there anyone that I would really like to beat? Yes, everyone here, but it's always good to wind up Greg. If I can beat Greg, it's just extra satisfying. I think everyone's got one driver on the grid, haven't they? That they just take a bit of extra joy in beating, and it's never anything personal. It's actually aspirational, if anything, because Greg or TLR Smith. Oh crap! I've revealed his real name, haven't I? Oh well, no, he just likes Greg's. He was one of the guys that was comfortably beating me when I first started in URL, so it just sticks in my memory as a landmark to be at his pace and potentially beating him. But I've got to do it in the race, haven't I? I've got to get my head down. I've got to make no mistakes. That will be the interesting thing for me tonight. Is can I go around here 36 times without getting a penalty, without running off the track and spinning the car? There's a couple of danger corners here. I would appreciate it if I don't have to drive my nuts off tonight. And actually, another thing, talking of strategy, is the slipstream around here is really powerful. In that first sector, down the back straight, and into turn 2, or should we call it one, two, three, turn 4. You can get a really good tow off people. It's worth quite a lot of lap time. It'll be very difficult with the fuel saving to be the lead car. That might mean, if I can get myself behind someone who's quite fast. I'm thinking of Panos or Midas. They're both exceptionally quick people, but within my reach. Then I can just follow them around, use the slipstream that they generate to save a bit of fuel, and then get them in the pits. Surprise! But Panos is also an absolute master of fuel saving. We've seen it in all of these URL races. I am now going to ask whether we're starting or not, because we are 10 minutes into when we should be going, and bear in mind that we're actually late tonight as well. We usually start at 1:45. You know what? I've got a genius idea here. I'm going to share this video to some people and get some people watching. Thanks to the people who just naturally watch, by the way. It's just really good of you. Who might be interested? I don't think any of my friends would actually want to watch. We'll see. We will see. But let's see if any of the guys from URL want to watch. Let's see if we get any viewers. And then I can tell some... what I can do is get all the guys from URL watching, and then I can start dishing some dirt on people. Saying naughty things, being a naughty... I tell you what, there's a very naughty thing that happened at Monza, which is why I haven't uploaded the second video, and I'm not going to. Don't want to cause any speculation, but go and speculate. What could have happened at Monza Race 2 in Porsche versus Ferrari? That means that I'm not covering it. Yeah, there was something that really, really pissed me off. So my advice is, if you want to go and find out, go watch the replay on Gran Turismo itself. Just search for the replay, and you'll see what happens. It's a shame the bloody stewards didn't see it. But anyway, yeah, we are... I have no idea why we're not going. It's just giving everyone else a chance to practice, isn't it? That's annoying. Ah, we are waiting for Kevin. I tell you what, let's just get out there. I wonder how tight the grid is. Damien hasn't really set a proper time. Smith's very close, actually. So this could be one of those that comes down to who puts in the best lap in qualifying. Well, of course it does. That's how qualifying works. Oh, Sturpan with a massive lap. You know what? Sturpan's really come alive as well, because last time I raced against Sturpan he was a substitute for someone in Pro Split on Sundays, and we were almost lapping him. He was nowhere. So he's really... it turns out that he's actually a bloody good driver. He maybe just wasn't taking the Sundays so seriously. Let's dial in that brake bias. That's the corner that is tripping me up. If I can get that corner right, I can go another 0.2 faster. Let's go full bias to the rear. I did everything right there, but I hit the curb so hard that it dropped my revs. So that was me just wanting to practice that final corner. I'm not bothered about how the rest of that went, losing a couple of tenths, because yeah, I had to sort out a little bit faster than my best. Didn't drop the revs that time. Kevin's on his way. Yeah, still struggling with that last corner. And I think the reason why is the wind. If you look at the wind direction, you pick up a tailwind on the exit of that corner. It just sort of reduces your downforce just as you want to straighten the car up through there. We are very late getting the race started. I'm very sorry that, you know, it really ruins the stream for me, because obviously you guys have got to find something to do for 15 minutes whilst listening to me. I do. I don't like it when we're late. I knew when I lost the back end then that I was gonna just do my best to hit him. He knows that was on purpose. That was on purpose, mate. Absolutely. Oh dear. If he was obviously on a fast lap, I wouldn't have done it. Alright, we're going. Finally. Finally. Oh, I've knocked my laptop over-ish, sort of. There we go. Right, we're just, we're getting the room ready now. Okay. Wow. I've just got to get my steering wheel ready as well. I suffer quite a lot from slippage whilst I'm driving. I thought for a second then that the room had crashed as well, just because we're live and everything has to go wrong. Right, we're in. The room is set. I'll be a bit annoyed if Enzo says 2-minute warning or something like that, because we are 19 minutes late and we were supposed to be starting normally at 1:45. I mean, that was communicated, the delay to. That's why I started the stream late. But I just don't like it as a live streamer, because it just means you guys don't get to see a show, and it puts a lot of pressure on me to keep people interested for 20 odd minutes of nothing happening. So let's see. I think we've got 12 people, but I could. Have we lost someone? Because we had 12 people before. And I'm still not comfortable with my seating position here. That's going to be an issue all race this. I think. Have I got it? Yeah, I've got it as good as I can. 13. Who was the 13th? Oh, it was someone who didn't tick in. Okay. I was just waiting for someone to tick the join button. By the time we start, I'll need another wee. I went for a wee 10 minutes ago. Right, time is 20 past 20. 2020. And we are starting. Hey! Wish me luck! Wish me luck! I'm hoping that this will be a case of people being a bit nervous, making a few silly dilly mistakes. So I hope that I don't need like my best ever qualifying lap. We have got qualifying fuel. We're waiting our turn to leave the pit lane. We've got a sister Nissan GTR in front of us. We've got Smith, 2 cars in front. Enzo leading us out though. Get that brake bias set mostly to the rear. Trying to avoid getting a penalty on the outlap because it'll ruin my first lap if I do. And now we just want a bit of space. Let's go. Checking the wind. It's changed a little bit. Not the best. The car had got more grip than I thought there. Missed that apex as well. It's alright, got a few laps. Nice and early on the throttle there. The lack of weight in the car making that apex actually a bit trickier. That was much better than I've been getting it. Shame the rest of the lap was crap. And wow, Enzo straight away, what a lap. I've gone way deep. Just need to focus a little bit. Kevin's lap time's insane. Oh, I hope I didn't impede. Sorry, Panos, if I did. Right. Let's get going again. Right, I need this lap. That's really good. This hopefully will find me some positions, I hope. Yes. Third place. I hadn't even noticed. Wow. 1,000 faster than Tidders. Oh, Jesus. And the Greeks have retaken their Greekiness. Don't think I'm going to get the last lap in. I'm not. I'm going to be one of the first cars over the line. That's because I slowed down on that lap. The Greeks now running riot. So I need to make this one count. I'm a 10th down. Oh, I'm 2/10 up. Come on. Please. Yes! Yes, what a lap! What a lap! I know it's only third. And I know these guys can still put in some laps themselves. I knew I had it in me tonight. And obviously Kevin, half a second a lap faster than us, but the more I can aspire to be like Kevin, the better. That was... I mean, okay, I dropped to 10th in the first sector, but the end of that lap was just one of my best. Ah, that's like a win. That is almost like a win. Where's my glasses? I need my glasses. If I'm going to do 36 laps like this now, my eyes are going to be like bloody potatoes by the end. Oh, I know where they are. Ah, I'll be right back. Hello, I am back. I better change my tyres before Enzo starts. That was, honest to God, one of my favourite laps I've ever done. I thought I'd binned that qualifying session, to be honest, to pull it out at the end. Smith starting last. He's faster than that. Where's Enzo? Down at the back as well. So representing Britain here. Go on, Britain! It's the fate of Britain's down to me. Great. I'm going to put Rule Britannia. Oh, if I can type fast enough. What do you mean it doesn't have Britannia as a autocomplete? You see, this is why I take part in these Tuesday races. It's not about the taking part. It's about like my ego and me going to myself, "Yeah, you're brilliant." Yeah, I'm just still glowing from that lap. Dear. I've just made myself a target for Brian and 1, 2, 3. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Greeks. It could have been worse. I could have said rule Turkey. That'd really upset the Greeks, wouldn't it? Sturpan, though, great lap from him. That's unexpected. I want to be a bit careful around Sturpan. Not to say anything bad about people, but I'm sure he was being a bit dirty, a bit naughty in some previous races. He's a very unforgiving driver. So my goal isn't to pass him, though. It's just to follow him. I don't know what tyres he'll be on. I'd imagine Kevin's going to be on the softs. I imagine Sturpan's going to be on the softs. Starting on the mediums, I don't know if it's going to be a smart idea or not. With other cars around me, that could be on faster tyres. But we have to play the long game here. And with that, we're ready to go. I just had to pass my emissions test there. Passed it with flying colours. Most of those colours are... What colour is a burp? I was going to say brown, but that's not a burp, is it? If your burps are brown... Ugh. Right, don't rev the engine. Get the brake bias set, get the radar on. Where are we going to brake down into turn 1? We've lost someone. Are we going to have an abandoned start? Why did I start 3 seconds behind everyone? Yeah, I think we've got an abandoned start. Yes, we have. And now what you do is you go in here and see what tyres these guys are on if you can, really quick. Sturpan was indeed on the softs. Manos on the hards. Brian on the mediums. There we go. Just a bit of information. Restart red flag. Yes, there was definitely something wrong at the start there because there was a car that was missing. Now, this is like maximum value for money from me as a presenter, as a comedian, as a talkative idiot. Because now we're going to have to get the room reset, and that does take a minute or two. And this is where the skill of Mr. Enzo comes in, because he will have a screenshot of the qualifying positions, and he's got to put us all in the right qualifying slots. This could also change the weather. Because this is effectively now a new race, but I don't know what happened there, but it seems like, well, there was a 3-second gap to the car in front of me for no apparent reason. So, someone clearly got booted out of the lobby. And one good thing about URL is that we do reset races for technical issues. There are other leagues that I won't name that rhyme with British Racing Geek that don't restart races. Tarmac at turn 4 is breaking up. Yeah, I don't know who it was missing though. Yeah, so we are now waiting. Bry likes to roleplay here as the race director. He's doing a very good job. Someone needs to tell him that he doesn't get paid for it. Yeah, come on, Mr. Enzo, do your magic. Do your magic. Just I tell you what, Enzo. Here's that £5 to go buy yourself some more bacon. Put me in pole. I need another burp. No, I don't. You know what? Marks and Spencer, Sparkling Elderflower Press, I blame you for giving me intermediate burps. They're intermediate burps because I can't make a full burp, and that's really bad. Like, I've got like one brewing, and I know it's just going to come out when I'm right in the middle of the braking zone for turn 1. That'll be my excuse for crashing. Are we on the medium tyres? Yes, we are. Oh, it was so funny to put the hard tyres on and just really mislead everyone. But it'd also be suicide, because the hard tyres are 3 seconds a lap slower than the softs. Actually, that's a lie. They're 2.4. 2.4 seconds a lap slower. That is based on me doing 1 lap on each of the tyres. Oh, look, he's counting us down. 3, 2... You know what number comes next, Enzo? You've practiced this. You've practiced it. You can do it. I knew Manos was going to put a random number. Well, I knew someone was going to put a random number. I was literally going to the keyboard to type it myself. I'm going to put pi. Right then, take 2. Take 2. This was good. This is the latest start to a URL race we've ever had. I'm not getting any sleep tonight. I was going to have a bath. I'd usually be like 5 laps from the finish now and be already daydreaming about my rubber ducky. If you're daydreaming about my rubber ducky, that's a different thing. You do you. But I'll be daydreaming at the end of the race about my rubber duck. Right. Are we going? I don't know what tyres Midas is on because he quit before I got to shoot, before I noticed. Here we go. Midas has wrong-footed me. I thought he was going for a lunge and I made space. But if he's on the softs, I'm not too bothered. Right, just concentrating, obviously. he got a very good exit there, and I'm wondering, he can't be fuel saving, surely, because he's just pulled away down the straight. I think he must be on the softs. Either that or I've just forgot how to drive. Yeah, he must be. But he did totally wrong foot me into turn 4. I thought he was going to make a dive, he pulled out of it. Gap back to Damien's looking alright. I'm just going to focus on that gap, keep building that gap to Damien if I can. Damien gaining quite a lot of me in this final sector though, I can see that on the timing. How many laps of fuel have I got? 25. Okay, my target is lap 28. That was better. Came dangerously close to the outside of the track there. Steering the car on the accelerator there, if you want to go and watch that after the race. A perfect example of it. Tidders has got past. And he's gaining quite a lot on me as well. He might be on the softs. He's gaining a lot. Missed the apex. Pulled it back, but Tidders taken 4/10 out of me. I wonder how much of that is my mistake. Yeah, he's gaining a lot on me. Laps of fuel left. This is looking pretty easy for him. I'm just going to stay to this side though. I could have probably defended that but he has to be on softs. Meanwhile, I've added a second to my gap over Damien. That's the important thing, because I think Damien is on the same tyres as me. Now, I'm getting a very distant toe off Tidders here. He's gone wide. He gathered it up, but he made a mistake there. Yep, he's going to get a penalty there, I think. Yeah, he might be lucky, but Gran Turismo is horrible for penalties through that corner. He's been lucky, he's got away with it. Oh, he's all over the road. His tyres are starting to go. I thought lap 7 would be when they start to really hurt. Look at that. Look at his rear end. Squirming, wiggling. He's not actually gained any lap time on me. Well, he has. He's gained a 10th, but he was gaining, you know, half a second a lap before that. He's got his foot down now, though. Again, he must be using gas. He must be using some power. Got a better exit than him. A bit wider than I intended there, but I pulled it back in. Oh, that was nearly a spin. That's cost me. That's cost me a lot. That's cost me half a second. Just caught the inside curb just a bit too much there. It's a long race, still got 4 seconds over Damien. That was too early on the turn in then. Okay, just concentrate now. going to reduce my brake bias. I think my rear tyres are going to be the limitation when I get towards the end of this stint. It's normally a front limited track. Been an alright lap. He says I have dropped half a second. I think the tyres are past the best. Bit slow out of that exit. Missed the apex there. Whoa. That really surprised me. The car didn't turn in there at all. But obviously we don't know what fuel people have got on board. I appear to have saved some fuel here. Yeah, I'm a bit above my target on fuel. Good. Give me a shorter pit stop. Turned in way too early there. Captain Tidders is staying about the same. If he is on the softs, I've won. I was too late on the brakes and managed to jam them on, but cost me on the exit. I'm making lots of small mistakes here. That was beautiful. I've atoned. Wow, I've taken half a second out of him in that. It's probably him making a mistake though, not me. So he's on 50 litres of fuel. I'm on 59. And he is pitting his tidders. He's on 46. He's used so much fuel. Sturpan out on the hards. Okay, need to take note of that. Sturpan's just going to do a couple of laps on the hards. Just concentrating. Best exit I've had from there for a while. I've been struggling with that corner all race. I mean, the lap time's now very slow, but not too worried. I might actually stop early. I might really roll the dice, because the delta between mediums and hards is a second, and I'm almost a second down. I am now a second down, but I was kind of in la-la land a little bit. We've got 44 litres of fuel, I've got 52. There's a race on here. Kevin's got too much pace for me, but that's a relief because it means he's not holding me up. That would be the biggest problem for me, is if, you know, my one mediums are that much faster than his brand new hard. The fact that he's pulling away from me though, bear in mind he has got to put a lot more fuel in that car than I have. just gone off. There was a car off there, I didn't see who it was. Oh, it's Enzo! Ah, Enzo! Enzo! Consider pitting soon. I was going to try and take these tyres all the way, but they are now matching the hards. According to my notes, at least. Interesting how everyone suddenly joined. Oh, is that because the other race is finished? Ah. So, yeah, 1.3 seconds slower. I'm going to give it this last lap to decide. Because I see a nice big gap on the track to come out into as well, traffic-wise. Checking that I'd have enough fuel, which I've pitted now. So yeah, let's do it. Let's make our one and only pit stop. Onto the mandatory tyres. And now, yeah, I am just hoping that my gap is correct and that I don't come out in loads of traffic. See gaps on the track. Maybe took a little bit too much fuel there, though. Oh, I am going to come behind someone. It's going to be Osman. But he's actually a fair way in front. Yeah, these tyres have got more grip. They're not quite up to temperature yet, but they have got more grip. Osman 5 seconds in front. Not too concerned about the gap, don't know what tyres he's on. I'll wager he's got to pit. Enzo, I think, is just trying to go for a fastest lap. So we'll see whether this was the right position or not in a second. I think it was. Nearly binned it. Currently, it is actually slower. I've got quite a lot of extra fuel. Tyres do take a long time to get up to temperature. They still don't feel quite fully up to temperature now. I think I was maybe 2-3 laps too early on the pit stop. Midas makes his final pit stop. He's got to put in a hefty amount of fuel though. He's got to go 14 laps on softs as well. I've got a lot less fuel than him actually. Else has been off in front. Tidders needs a hell of a lot of fuel. I don't think I can keep Midas behind me. I mean, if I can make it so he only gains a second a lap, maybe. Trying to use a bit of this extra fuel I've got. They're all putting those soft tyres on now. They're all putting a lot more fuel than I've put in. There you go, Osman is pitting, we'll be putting on the hards. Even Sturpan's put more fuel in than I have. But Sturpan, wow, he's very close to me. Try to defend, but it's not going to be really possible. Living room. I was never going to be able to defend. He is on soft tyres. Actually, he might be on mediums. So I expected him to absolutely slaughter me if he was on softs. But Midas has caught up now as well. It's only a matter of time before Midas closes up on me. So if I understand their strategy correctly, they've done 14 laps on a set of softs. I didn't think it was possible. That's the thing. Yeah, Midas is now on me. Far back. I hope I don't get a penalty for that. I mean, he hit me. He hit me off and I got a penalty. I think it was a racing incident. I mean, I did really defend that. Oh shit. Now, I wasn't even looking at the gap to Panos, but now Panos has got a real chance here to have given away 5 seconds on that lap. from Panos as well. I wish I hadn't have got into that fight. I really do. He'd still catch me, but he'd catch me literally right at the end of the race. I can just hold him off enough laps that his tyres go. In the slipstream. He's had a bloody good exit there as well. Oh, he was too close to me. I was trying to get him back in the tow. I think I just got a penalty for cutting turn 1 there. Oh, maybe not. I just gotta hope that his tyres die now. Noticed the gap to Kevin. He's just an alien. He really is. Three laps to go. I've got Manos chasing me. Just what I need. Manos could catch me here. He's taken exactly what he needed to out of me this lap. I have got spare fuel here though. Close. His tyres might be on the edge. I'm going to use that extra fuel. So we've got 1.3 laps of fuel. And we're about to enter the final lap. Close. Am I going to have enough fuel? Whoa, that was close. What an nail biter. Me and Manos again. We've got a history of doing this. Just nose to tail. Wow. Oh, I held it. One more lap he would have had me. Yet still, finishing a long way behind Kevin. I need to study Kevin's races and just learn what he does differently. Maybe I can improve my technique a little bit. Because he'll definitely be taking a different line to me in certain corners. Still, I'm happy with that. That's why I do these Tuesday races. They're fun. They're absolutely a hoot. Pardon me, there we go. I had that burp brewing all race. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I didn't. I know I'm happy with myself and everything, but oh god, that was stress. That was stressful. What a race! And it's a shame that I got into that battle and lost all that time. Otherwise, I might have been able to hold off Panos. Who knows? Anyway. I'm still the top Brit in the group. That's the important thing. I don't know why we invited these Greeks. They're too bloody fast. Anyway, I will love you and leave you. I've got to get going. I've got to have my bath now. We're an hour late. So I'm going to go and do that. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and good night.